Hi, this is Charlie Roadman, Austin criminal defense attorney, and today we're going to talk about letters of recommendation. And this video is both for people who need a letter of recommendation and also for people who have been asked to write one. So this information should help both of you. So let's start first with that it's rare for defense attorneys to get letters of recommendation for their clients. So that's why they're so effective. Okay, so you should spend the energy to try to get these. Now, 1, 2, or 3 letters from the most impressive and objective people that you know. So like business leaders, teachers, just anyone that's impressive. Now, family members can write letters, but they're less valuable than from someone that doesn't love you just by the nature that you're their child or grandchild. So the prosecutors will not value letters from family members as much as from a third-party, objective, impressive person. Now, when you're asking somebody to write you a letter of recommendation, you don't have to say what it's for. You can just say, would you write me a letter of recommendation or a character reference? There's lots of different sort of things in life that you could be using this for, getting a new job, applying to a program. There's all sorts of things. Now, I recognize that's, most people are going to say why, and then you can tell them if you want to, or just say it's for something I'm working on, okay? Now, the letter itself, it's better if it looks official, okay? But because that's sometimes harder to get from people, any format is okay, okay? So it can be an email, a Word document, a PDF, a picture of a letter, something text or email to you, just basically anything that's real, okay? Your defense attorney will print it out or something and present it to the right person in a decent looking format. Now, a signature on the letter is not necessary, okay? Specifically because, in this digital world, most people are sending emails. That's the majority of letters of recommendation are going to be from emails at this point. So you don't have to have a handwritten signature, but they do need contact information. A phone number and an email is important. Now, it's rare that the prosecutors are going to call the person, but they could, and they might want to check and make sure that this letter is legitimate. So that information needs to be in the letter. Now, the letter can be given to your attorney. It doesn't have to be mailed to the court or anything like that. You can, and they can mail it to you and then you forward it to the attorney. Okay, so the attorney will be the one that presents it to the appropriate person at the court. Now, the letter itself does not have to be addressed to anyone in particular. That's something that hangs people up. They're like, I don't know which judge or which prosecutor to write. Just say to whom it may concern. Okay, the prosecutor will get it to the right person. It's, the format and these types of things aren't what the prosecutors or judges care about. It's the content, what it says. Now, 2 to 5 paragraphs is ideal. They're not going to read a 5-page letter, okay? But, a good solid 2 to 5 paragraphs, but any length is okay, 1 paragraph is better than nothing, 5 pages is better than nothing, but in that, 3/4 of a page is kind of about their attention span. And sincerity is the most effective quality for a letter, okay? There's not magic words or anything like that. Just the writer, if they can communicate sincerely that they believe you're a quality person. Now let's talk about what the letter should say. It should say how they know you, what positive characteristics that they've witnessed, obstacles you've overcome, why they expect you to be a valuable citizen, and what goals you're working towards. All those things in this letter will help the prosecutor get a better sense of who you are. Now, what the letter should not say, things that aren't true, okay? Don't say that. Also, claims about what you will do or won't do in the future make the prosecutor just go, this is crazy. Like if he says, you'll never get in trouble again, the letter writer, how do they know that? So anyway, they don't talk about things that they know will happen, okay? Now, also don't make excuses for the arrest. And in fact, really even mentioning the arrest is not useful. So that's the basic strategy. Don't even mention it. Unless they were there at the time of the arrest, in which case they would be a witness and they'd really not be writing a letter of recommendation. They'd be more writing an affidavit about what happened. So don't mention the arrest and don't make excuses and just not promise that this will never be the last time you get in trouble because they don't know that. They can't predict the future. Now, your attorney will review the letter before giving it to the court. Okay, so we're going to look it over and see if there's anything on there that's somehow hurts our case or doesn't, jive with what we're trying to communicate. And the attorney will ask the letter writer to do another version, okay? Or they'll just leave it in their file and not present it to anybody. Now, if you don't know someone who can write you a letter or what they would say about you, the length of a case, it's 8 months to 10 months to a year. You got time. Go meet people. Go volunteer. Go do things that would earn you a letter of recommendation. Okay. Go volunteer somewhere, and then when you're done volunteer, saying, hey, would you be willing to write me, get to know people. So there's time to do things if you can't think of what it would be or who you would ask right now. And also ask the people that you know, generally older people that you know, and say, hey, who's the most important person or, impressive person you know? And they'll say, yeah, this person owns this business, and then you go meet them, take them to coffee, talk with them. I mean, there's things that you can do during this process to earn some letters of recommendation. All right, that's as succinctly as I can put this stuff. Best of luck. Get us, your attorneys, some letters of recommendation. It will help your case.